It's July now, which means we're in the bottom half of the year. In the first half of the year, I learned 54 new-to-me games. Which ones were the standouts? I'm Steve Tassi, the board game guy, with the best of new to me for the first half of 2023. If you watched my recent review of it, there's no surprise to you that Project L is on my list. It's a satisfyingly tactile puzzle game with elegant simplicity. If you haven't watched my review, you should go do that when you're done watching this video. On the opposite end of the simplicity scale is Gerard Asensi and Ferran Renalius' Lacrimosa, a game about completing Mozart's unfinished Requiem. Lacrimosa is full of Baroque art, and the classical music theme makes it the only aria control game I've ever played. Players spend money and talent points to acquire pieces of music that can be performed for more points or sold for money, and you try to prove that your composers are better suited to the task of completing Mozart's last unfinished composition. This is not an entry-level game, but I really enjoyed it and look forward to playing more of it. If you like to get cozy when playing games, My Shelfie by Matthew Dunstan and Phil Walker Harding is for you. In it, you and up to 3 friends are competing to have the best bookcase. Players take turns choosing tiles from the central board and dropping them, Connect 4 style, into their own bookcase frame. Each player has a secret personal objective, which is to put specific tile types in specific spots on their shelves, and are racing to complete the 2 public objectives before anyone else can. Points are awarded for meeting those objectives, but also for contiguous groupings of the tile types on your shelves. It's nice and puzzly and simple and fun. If you've been watching my channel recently, you'll have noticed that I've done more than a few videos covering Thunder Road Vendetta from Restoration Games. And if you think that makes it one of my favorites for 2023, you are correct. It's a high-octane reboot of the 1986 classic. Cars, guns, and choppers make for a game of highway mayhem. Watergate by Matthias Kramer is a 2-player battle of wits inspired by the American political scandal of the same name. Watergate is a contest to cover up or expose the criminal activity of President Richard Nixon. If the investigator can connect the dots with evidence, they win. If the president can keep his actions and involvement obscured, he wins. It's nice, it's tense, really good. Boop by Scott Brady is a modern take on tic-tac-toe. The goal is the same, get 3 of your pieces in a line, but your pieces are cats. And when you place a piece on the board, it moves all the adjacent pieces away from it. Considering the source material and the theme of lining up your kittens, it's a surprisingly tactical game with minimal rules to learn. There you have my 6 favorite new-to-me games of the year so far. Have you played any of them? Leave a comment below and tell me what you thought of them, or tell me what your favorite recent discoveries are. Until next time, I'm the board game guy, Steve Tassi, wishing you happy gaming.